doing our power yoga session, I ask you that you take care of yourselves. Listen to your body. If something is too hard, don't go through with it, and back off a little bit and take your time. At any point in time, you can always go down into child's position and just relax there for a few breaths, and then just continue on whenever you're ready. Don't turn off the video. Just have your little break, and then afterwards continue with me along the way. The purpose for this is that later, whenever you are doing the video further, you can see if you're taking less breaks, or if you're taking the breaks at the exact same spots. But I guarantee you'll see that you will be making jumps as you go along, getting stronger, and also having more stamina to continue through this process. So, let's get started. Today we're going to start off in child. So widen out your knees on the mat, set out into child's pose. Resting your head here on the mat, and take a few breaths. Connect with your breath. Look inwards, connecting your body, breath, and mind. So remember that any point throughout this video, you can always come to this position and slow your breath. So here, just relax, nice long back, and connect. And when you're ready, tuck your toes underneath you, and then push up for our first downward facing dog. Keep your feet width apart, your arms width apart. If you have to bend your knees here, bend your knees. The goal here is that we have a nice straight back and not necessarily that we have straight legs. Breathe in and out, and bring your chest closer later to your thighs. Walk your feet in place, stretching out, warming up the hips, the hamstrings. Slowly walk your feet up to the front of your mat between your hands. And here just hang and ragdoll, holding the sides of your biceps. As here is a good position to undo the strain from gravity on our spines, making it move the other way and extending the spine. Slowly roll yourself all the way back up to standing. Stand, hands beside you, feet slightly apart. Roll your hips forward. And focus on a point in front of you. And also see that not all of your weight is sitting on your heel or on your toes. It is even throughout the whole of your foot. Now breathe in and sweep the hands high up above your head and fall forward, holding the back of your heels. Exhale. Inhale, come up to tabletop, nice long back. You can put your hands on your shins or on your knees, depending, but here the point is a nice long back.
Exhale, fall forward, put your hands beside your feet, and the right foot goes back. And then the left foot goes back into a high push-up position. Exhale slowly down to the mat. Here, up dog. If it's too difficult to put your head backwards, like I am, just keep your head in a neutral position and look forward. Here the shoulders and chest should be open. Roll down, come into a high push-up position, and downward facing dog. Here again, you can walk your feet in place. Take a nice deep breath, jump to the front of the mat. You can also walk. Put your hands behind your heels. Breathe out. Breathe in, come back into a nice straight back. Extend the back. Exhale, come under again, grabbing your heels. And breathe in, sweep the hands over your head. And exhale, sweep them down beside you, and inhale into prayer position. Now inhale, sweep the hands all the way up over your head. Exhale, fall down, swan dive. Grab the back of your heels again and pull slightly. Here, back into tabletop, nice straight back. Then exhale, hands beside you, and then put your left foot back and your right foot back into a high push-up position. Here, exhale, come back down to the mat. Then inhale, up dog. Open up that chest, roll those shoulders back. Roll back down to the mat. Exhale, push up into high push-up, and then into downward facing dog. Walk your feet a little bit, and here again you can either walk or jump your feet between your hands. Or nice tabletop. Then exhale, back down, grab the back of your heels. Breathe in, sweep the hands over your head. Then exhale, sweep them back down beside you. And then inhale into a prayer position. So here, keep the feet slightly apart. Here we're going to inhale, sweep the hands up high above you. And then exhale here into chair. Make sure that you don't round your back either in or out. Make sure you have a nice neutral back. Exhale, bring the hands down onto the mat. And here the right foot goes back. Then the left foot goes back into a high push-up position. And slowly come down 3/4. And then here, up dog. Breathe out, come back to this 3/4 position, and then high push-up, and then downward facing dog. Alright, walk your feet up to the front of the mat. Grab your heels, pull slightly, extend that back. Breathe out, come back into chair position. Breathe in, breathe out, and come back into prayer position. So here, sweep the hands up over your head, back into chair position. Breathe out, hands on the mat. And then the left foot goes back, the right foot goes back into your high push-up. Come into low push-up position, sweep forward for up dog. And then back into low push-up, into high push-up, and then downward facing dog. Walk or jump your feet between your hands. Grab the back of your heels and pull slightly. Sweep the hands up back into chair position. And here, breathe in, come all the way up. Sweep the hands down, breathe out. Breathe in, back into prayer position. Now in prayer position, sweep those hands back up over your head. Fall forward, exhale, grab the back of your heels and pull slightly. Put your hands beside you on the mat. This time here the right foot goes back and we stay there. And here find your place. The floor here is not as stable as I would like it to be, so we will see how this will work. And yeah, here we go. So hands go up behind you, breathe in, bring the chest off of your thigh, push into that back foot, reach and push the hands back, nice and long, like skydiving. So breathe in, sweep the hands up, and then relax the shoulders, let them slide on the back of your back all the way down the side. Here, breathe in, breathe out, bring that right knee down to the mat. Then the hands come together, and then forward backwards into a nice back bend. Look through your hands or through your arms. Again, try to relax your shoulders here, pulling them back underneath you. Breathe in, come back into the center. Breathe out, take that right knee off the mat. Breathe in, breathe out, fold forward, hands on the mat. And right foot goes back into the high push-up, low push-up. So here's our vinyasa sequence. Up dog, back into low push-up, and then high push-up, and then downward facing dog. Here again, walk your feet out just a little bit, undo some of the tension. And then here, left foot goes up, and left foot comes back to the front of the mat between your hands. Here again, find your position, sweep those hands back behind you, like a skydiver. Breathe in, hands go up, then breathe out, settle into the position, relaxing the shoulders. Breathe in, come up, breathe out, warrior two. Here, make sure that the knee is over the ankle and not in front of it. Make sure that your weight is pushing into the foot and not only the outside. Your hands are straight, powerful, shoulders are relaxed. And breathe. If you have any pain or problems, just straighten out your knee a little bit. And then you can go back to this position. So here, breathe in, straighten out that left leg. Breathe out. Here you're going to slide your shoulders to the left and then drop to the left. Hand to the left foot. For a triangle pose, right hand up to the sky. You can look up to your hand or you can look up at the wall against you, but make sure here that your shoulder, elbow is over your hand. If you're having problems with your arm, you can also place it here behind you, and that's also okay. So it's going to pull on the inside of the knee. If it's too much, just bend the knee a little bit to release some of the tension that is there. Now bring the hand back up. Bend that knee forward a little bit and then back up into warrior two. Here, palm up on the left hand side. We're going to do reverse warrior. And then breathe in, out, pirouette. And then bring that left foot back and vinyasa. So low push up dog. Breathe out, back into low push up and high push up. And then downward facing dog. Here, walk your feet in place a little bit. Yeah. So Left foot again comes back up to the front of the mat. Find your position here. So here, hands sweep behind us again. Our skydiver position. Pull those hands nice and back. Back is straight, shoulder blades come together. Open up the chest. So breathe in, sweep the hands out in front of you, bring them together, and pull, extending that stretch from your foot all the way to the tip of your index finger. Breathe in, out through your nose. So breathe in, out, bring the hands back down into prayer position. Breathe in, out, that right elbow on the left knee. The hands are together and then twist. Here you can look at the wall opposite you, or if you want to, you can look over your shoulder. But I think today with this floor, this is probably the best I can do is just looking at the camera, and that's all right. So here we are, just breathe. Now take a deep breath in, come back into the center. Exhale, bring the hands back out in front of you. Inhale, then exhale. The right hand comes by the left foot for another twist. This time here, the left hand goes up. If it's too much, drop the knee. And if not, then just stay up on top and look up at your left hand. Again here, if it's too much stress on the neck, just look at the wall opposite you. So here you're going to breathe in, breathe out, bring that hand back down to the mat. Left foot goes back, high push-up position, low push-up position, up dog, back down into low push-up, high push-up, and into downward facing dog. Alright, walk the feet out a little bit. And now with all things in yoga, we're going to have to do the other side. So take a breath here. Now here, right foot goes up, and then bring the right foot between your hands to the front of the mat. Find your position again here. It's a little bit wobbly, but all right. Hands up. And then relax those shoulders. Shoulder blades sliding down your back. Deep breath in. Out, bring the knee down to the mat. Hands come together. For our back bend, extend backwards in a crescent shape. Looking up between your hands at the sky, or the trees, or just your ceiling. So here, try to relax the shoulders again. So inhale, come into the middle. Exhale, the knee comes up. Inhale, then exhale, hands come forward in front of you. The right foot goes back, and vinyasa. Low push-up, up dog. Breathe out into low push-up, high push-up, and then downward facing dog breathing. So breathe in, right foot goes up, and bring it again to the front of your mat between your hands. Find your position again, and here, hands sweep behind you, nice and long. Reach far back with those hands, bringing the shoulder blades together and sliding them, and then sink into the pose a little bit, pushing into that back heel. So breathe in, out, in, sweep those hands up above you. Breathe in here, out, breathe in, and then out, warrior two. Again, make whatever adjustments here are necessary for you. Make sure the arm is not low, nice and high, and that they are parallel to the floor. Your hands are spread open. You're pushing on the whole foot at the back and not just on the outer section of the back. Make sure the knee is sitting on top of the ankle. Now take a breath in, straighten out that right leg. Breathe out, slide that shoulder forward, bend down, and then looking up at the sky. Again here, if you have issue with your hands, you can either put it on your shin or on your knee, but there should be no pressure on your hand because we don't want to damage the knee. These muscles here should help you to stay up, and there should be no weight on the hand. But again, if you have issues with too much pressure at the back, then you can always just bend your knee slightly. Alright, so take a breath in, slightly bend that right knee, come back up into warrior two. So flip that right hand up, palm facing upwards to reverse warrior. Breathe out, come into the middle and pirouette under. And then right foot goes back and vinyasa. High push up into the low push up. Up dog. Low push up, exhale, up into high push up and inhale, downward facing dog. Now right foot goes up again, inhale, bring it to the front of the mat, exhale, and find your position here, sweeping the hands behind you, nice and long. Sweep those hands in front of you, bring them together, and now extend that stretch from the top of your fingers all the way to that back heel. Extending everything as far as possible. Breathe in, out, come back into prayer position. And then here, twist, bringing that left elbow to the right knee. And again, either look at the wall opposite you or over your shoulder. Again, for me, while the grass here is not so even, I will just stay in this position. So breathe in, out, engage your core, come back, extend your hands above your head. Nice long stretch again. Breathe in, out, left hand comes by the right foot, and then twist. Again here, you can drop that back knee, or you can also drop the hand behind your back if necessary. If not, just have the hand up above you and look at the hand. Now breathe in, engage the core, put the hands beside you. Right foot goes back, and here vinyasa. Low push-up, up dog. Come back into low push-up, exhale, high push-up, and inhale, downward facing dog. Alright, take a nice deep breath in and out. So then here, feet are slightly apart from one another. So right foot goes up. Then here you're going to bring the right knee to the right elbow, breathe out, down into a push-up, and then breathe in, up again. So right foot up, breathe in, breathe out to the elbow, breathe in 3/4 of the way, breathe out, high push-up, breathe in, three-legged dog. So breathe. Out, breathe in, out, and then in again. So another round, breathe out, in, out, and in, three-legged dog. And now for the other side. So left foot goes up, breathe in, breathe out to the elbow, breathe in 3/4 of the way, breathe out, back up, and then breathe in to three-legged dog, breathe out, in, out, in. So breathe in, out, then in. Alright, let's give it. Then bring the foot down. And keep them parallel. Bring your knees separated on the sides of the mat and come down into child position. So here, just rest, keeping your head on the mat for a moment. Alright, tuck your toes underneath you, and then back up into downward facing dog. Walk it out a little bit. Here, jump your hands, your feet between your hands and not your hands between your feet. That would be a bad thing. And just hang here as a rag doll. Breathe in, sweep the arms above your head. Then breathe out, sweep them down, breathing in, back into prayer position. So here you're going to take the left foot back, hands in prayer positions. So here the feet should be not so wide apart. Yeah, but the heels are in and the toes are facing outwards. So here we're going to do a little squat. If you're unstable, take your hands in front of you and then push against a wall. And this will help you stabilize, and then breathe out and into a squat. Here, make sure the heels are on the ground, yeah, and that your knees are on top of your ankles, yeah, and that the weight is distributed throughout your foot. And remember here to push against a wall if you're feeling unstable. So just keep breathing it, nice and easy, and focus on the point in front of you. Breathe in, hands sweep up on top of you. Breathe out, release, and then put the hands behind you, locking them together. Kick the heels out. If you want to, you can spread your feet out a little bit more, yeah, wherever you're comfortable. Now pull the shoulders back and fall forward. Here, if you need to, you can release the hands, bring them in front of you. And if you want, you can walk out your feet as wide as you would like them, or can go. Yeah? And then just sink a little bit deeper. Here also, if it pulls very much on the hamstrings, just bend the knees slightly to take off some of the pressure on the hamstring and on your knee. And here, just sink. Now take a breath in, come up on your fingertips, nice straight back, then walk your feet together. It'll be different for everybody, but keep them about a foot apart, yeah, 16 inches apart. Then here, sink between your feet. Again, if balance here is an issue, you can either come like I am here in prayer position, pulling out the hands. Try not to roll your back. Your back is nice and straight here. As you roll your hip, your coccyx outwards. But again here too, if this is too much or you can fall over, then put your hands in front of you, pushing against a wall as a counterweight. So now you're going to take a breath in, you're going to release. And then come to sitting down on the mat. Keeping your feet off the mat, knees bent, and then here again find a nice balance position. We'll see how this works. And then straighten out the legs if you can. If not, you can leave them bent like this here. So a lot of people here try to always have a nice straight back like this, but the best thing to do is actually just tuck the ribs in just a little bit to engage that core, making it stronger. You can straighten out your legs. Keep breathing through the nose. Drop it about 30 degrees. Hold it there. Continue to breathe. Drop it again. Breathe. Bring it up. up again. Continue to breathe through your nose. Slowly here, as you extend your back onto the mat, lower your feet at the same time. Your feet come on the mat, and your head goes down. Now, take your head and shoulders off the mat, knees come up towards your chest. Always keep your head and shoulders off the mat. And here what we want you to do is you want to breathe out, left leg comes out, and then left elbow by the right leg. Breathe into the center, breathe out, we do the other side. So breathe into the center, breathe out, left leg goes out, left arm by right leg. Breathe into the center, breathe out, right arm by left leg. So breathe in, out, in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, back into the You're going to put your hands beside you. Now here, really lift your shoulders off the mat. Bring your legs straight up. Together. Shoulders are relaxed. Okay, drop your legs a little bit. Now this is a great core workout. If you're having a problem with your head, you can hold your head. If not, you can put your arms out. Drop your legs a little bit more again. Engage that core. Push through these hands also. Drop it down again a little bit. Keep breathing. Breathe in, bring them up a little bit. Breathe in again, bring them up a little bit. And then slowly bring them down to lay on the mat. And then, just release. And just take here a few breaths. Bring your feet up. Spread your feet up and your legs apart from one another. You're going to take your hands in the middle, put them together, and then lift. Bringing your shoulders, your head off the mat, reaching through your legs. Keep breathing here. Nice deep breaths. And slowly release. Take your knees and tuck them, and bring them to your chest. And here, you can just move from side to side a little bit, massaging your back. Now extend your legs on the mat. And then here, hands beside you. Just relax, closing your eyes. And focus on your breath. And focus on your body and what we've done today. Here today, I will leave you in Shavasana. And take as much time as you need here. For a few minutes, I want you to start with wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, and working throughout your whole of body. Do this whenever you need and make the movements that you need to wake your body up. And then when you're ready, come to a sitting position, cross-legged, with your eyes closed. Put your hands on your knees and have a moment there also. Just quietly sitting. See how your breath has changed from the beginning, the middle, to the end of our practice. See if you feel better, more calm, and if you have more energy to take you throughout of the day. So enough of me. I wish you all a good day. I wish you all good health. And I will see you next time on the mat. Namaste.